Hello guys, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. So here we have the VW Beetle Rally Edition. Just gonna go through the build with you. Quick hot lap session, Brands Hatch, race brakes, full power. You don't need to put the springs on it because you're gonna put drift springs weirdly. Onto the tyres, stock tyres because they're already sports. Brakes out of division. Middle tyre works on front and rear, only because again, brakes a division if you go over it. It's already got the lights room, so I don't even need to change them. But we just put the nicer looking ones on it, the TC105N from Wedge Sport. And then let's get straight into it. And here we have, straight into turn one, a little bit of tuning I already did. But yeah, didn't really need to do too much. Car was quite nice. Very similar tune, you'll see at the very end. Couple of nice corners here, a couple of really arsey type corners. But it works, not too bad. Good exit on turn 2, great entrance onto turn 3, especially of how this car was to naturally understeer. I put a lot of oversteer into it, but you'll see it later on. If you go too far, it just doesn't want to and just loses the back end. But out of turn 4, onto the back straight, and then yeah, just keeps increasing my lead. I've already actually done the number 1 by about half a second. But yeah, up into the fast right-hander. Car wants to come in nicely, get on the power, decent exit, not too bad. I think here, yeah, catch the grass and it just slightly throws my entrance. I probably lose about a tenth, maybe a bit more, but get this corner right, finally, as you see there. That was to do with the off-cambered entrance. I kept losing the back end, but it wanted to work for me this time round. Onto the curb again, very nice. Into the last corner. Looking pretty good, 323 up, a little bit wide on my entrance, slide a bit of the exit. For some reason I had fuel level with no fuel and tyres, but that was it, straight number 1 by about 7/10 I think, I'll show you now. So yeah, 27.206, previous number 1 was by Zenben. He was on a lot of the Lamborghini boards that I did a couple of weeks ago. The division is Forza Group Rally, by the way. But yeah, there you go, number 1 by 7 full tenths, and there's still time in there. Probably 26 if you really want to sweat it out. But yeah, straight onto Indy. I don't even mess about. Straight in there. Same tune, don't change anything. Try and learn the line for the last corner. And what I'm actually going to show you is a lap that actually got number 1. But I ended up drifting the entire last corner, and then the following lap after that was the hot lap that I left. But let's get straight into it, and here we go. Literally lap 4. I already threw down a 46.5. It's a 46.4 is the number 1 right now. So this was already like second or third place. Straight into turn 2 again. Same lines near enough as the GP. Doesn't need to change anything. Gets a good exit. Into turn 3, again, grabbing that nice touch on the inside apex, onto the outside curb, gets a really good run, brakes, second gear, and you just see that back end trying to get away from me, dab the brakes, but yeah, here we go, completely drifted, still managed to get it, which is quite odd to be honest, and this lap is like on its own. This was a number 1, straight away, not too much of an issue, and then straight into the next lap. You can obviously see there's a little bit more time left on this, just from turn 1 alone. Already a car length behind, and you can tell I bring it back and get away with it. So again, more time left in this track. 4 years after the installment of Forza that came out, and leaderboards are still not massively sweated in certain divisions. I mean, yep, easy number 1s, easy time to make out of them. Get that corner a little bit nicer, tap the brake, but you actually see from the drift I don't lose a lot, and even then getting back on it, it wasn't really till the exit I actually seemed to make anything up on it. But here you go, lap 4 and 5, both number 1s, and got one by just over a tenth more. So 46.3, couple tenths probably left in it, but we can leave it there, see if somebody wants to challenge it, and yeah. 46.323 again from Zenben. And always, I'm going to show the tune for you. Very simple. I'm not going to read it out because I did go for it kind of quick. but you can pause it, check it out for yourself, make some changes. A lot of it was oversteer based, so stiffer rear over the front, but obviously more spring in the front, more stiffness in the front for the engine, and then the diff very oversteery, a little bit on the decel, not too much on the rear, but it's about right. Thank you for tuning in. See you in the next one.